welcome back to the Weekly Zoo. I just want to ask if anybody has any old video equipment. I'm not going to, I don't need phone equipment. I actually need to do an inventory for my business. But if you folks have any old video equipment, I have a friend. Her name's Erin. She works at one of the cable access facilities. But unfortunately, that access facility, the guy that runs it, he's a good guy, but he's hard to follow up on things. I think they still have their standard def studio cameras under his. He hadn't like disposed it yet, like get it off the books. And I know the Macs go off like off the books quickly, but um so if you guys have, if you go to clickful.me in the coming weeks, I don't know when I'll write a post, but um, the standard on the streams is at 720p, but I'm blowing up standard def video coming in, so it's that USB device that I put the audio and the video. And the idea is that I like to get a small switcher that I can switch a couple different cameras on the live stream, and then again it'd be standard def. Because for one thing, you're not really looking at a lot of stuff. If I do in the vlogs, yeah, the high def is kind of necessary. But if you're watching the stream, this typically I'm just talking behind a microphone. So I'm looking at getting some PTZ cameras. They're the standard def Sony's are under $100 on eBay, and you don't need to have the joystick to manipulate the camera, which is kind of interesting. So it's remote controllable. So I might do that for the studio. Put two standard defs. I mean, like I said, if you're doing a show where the quality, I'm looking at, not that I'm narcissistic or anything like that. I'm looking for the comments. The picture quality, you could tell what I'm wearing. This is on a Vixia camcorder that's normally in HD when you record it. But for it to go on RC analog out, it looks pretty good. So I'd rather just convert to 720 and then broadcast it. I mean, YouTube claims standard def, but again, it's all just games. So if you guys have that, just let me know. I'll make a list on it. Just help the show. I don't need a lot of hardware. I could probably there's probably ways I could do it through here. GPI calls. I'm looking at how to do the GPI. I don't know if I could do it through OBS. Like I said, it's the only reason why I have it is because there's nothing from Windows 7, and I'm not going to go to Windows 10 right away without having to worry about going to Windows 11, which is really one of the reasons why I want to upgrade and why I want to stick on the Mac as long as I can. But as I get more and more away from the day-to-day tech stuff, um, I'm probably going to use the computer for modern use. I mean, don't get me wrong, but that will be like when I have to like online banking or surfing and stuff like that, because at some point it's going to happen. So I'll be doing it at some point, but it's not to say I can use whatever I want to use, right? We're gonna go to the ClickPhone scam. This guy gets called out because his dog pooped and he didn't clean up his mess, and he feels like he was targeted, which he was. ClickPhone scam.
Hello?
Is this Jamal?
This is him.
This is Rick Porter, the town pound dude. How are you? According to our records, we've gotten a bunch of complaints regarding your dog and you're doing your business. Is Spotty Dog the name of your dog?
Yes.
Okay, so we are now verifying that you have not been picking up your dog and we're gonna have to charge you for $500 per complaint.
What? I don't do that.
We have to fine you for every instance of you being in non-compliance.
You don't see with me.
Sir, we need to look at what we need to do to get the payment as soon as possible. Because if we do not get payment in due manner, we will have to put interest.
So bad. No, that's not true. No.
It is true, sir. We need to look at your to do a proper payment schedule because you have been in non-compliance by picking up after your dog's mess.
It's a lie. It's a scandal. Quit it.
Jamal, sir, sir.
Why do you keep calling me?
Because I have to do my duty here, Jamal. Your doggy's left a lot of mess.
I always pick up after my dog.
Sir,
It's a lie.
sir,
No, that's not true.
sir, you're not getting.
No, that's not true.
Sorry, but we need to make a schedule for payment here because you could seriously.
You want to with me? That's not true. I always pick up after my dog.
You don't have to be so combative to me.
No, you're the fraud.
You've been non-compliant. Your doggy duty's been all over the place, and we need to find a way to pay for every non-compliant. Sir,
No, you're the fraud.
stop calling me names. Janie,
She's my best friend.
she told me to click phone scam you. This is a click phone scam.
Yelling at me. Mad.
There are some phone issues. I don't know if that was my end or his end, but anyhow, let's go back to the phones. We got Josh, the male fashionista. He's on the weekly zoo. What say you, Josh?
Hello?
Hi, Josh.
Hi. What's up? So the question,
Okay.
what do you consider the definition of a needle piercing?
What do you mean specifically? Just
I would agree with that.
yeah, I would say it's belly bling.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Do you call them belly rings? Or belly button rings?
I don't. I don't say that because the ring isn't a ring.
How would you define it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how you define it because if it's a ring, it's supposed to be something that's supposed to go around and around. But with earrings, like that's the next like thing to think is like an earring would be like a hoop, right? It's kind of I don't know how it's defined, but I guess belly rings.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I
I don't have the answer for that. But you know, Halloween's coming. You know what's coming? You know what I mean?
Oh, what you
All the girls that look like hookers. Those girls, the chokers, get see bonus. Yeah, I can't wait for that time. It's gonna just see Halloween jumping up in my neck of the woods. Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so he's attracted to hookers. He's got some weird fetish with the hanging thing chicks. Oh, so what he was saying near the end is the spirit of Halloween is opening up in his area. So he's probably looking at the hookers because that's what he must be attracted to. I thought he was a gentleman, but no, he's not. He's succophant for the hookers. Let's go to Michael. Michael, see if you can see me here. Actually, yeah, let's go to Michael. Michael, you're on next on the weekly. So let's say you're Michael.
Hey, you! God, the girls are on you tonight.
I know.
What's your name?
Yeah, it's too. There's no other girls on the show. You need to get more girls. The ladies need to call the contest line, the affirmative action number to get the girls. Because we're kidding, mostly males on the show. Go on.
What's the latest with this girl that you were talking about on your show back in July?
Well, I just happened to see her yesterday at another mall.
Really?
Yeah, she's working at a push cart, in Manchester. And so, I've gone to what she calls the lemonade stand as well. Um, I've been there at least a handful, more than that. I found out that she's a mother of three that lives there now.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the kids though. I mean, I know she's got two twins and an 8-year-old. The twins are 5 and the kids are, the other child is 8. I don't know the genders offhand. I don't know if she's single. I've not seen any hit on my platform.
Get out!
But, yet. But, other than that, she's been really conversational with me. It was kind of weird because, like I said, I gotta tell you how I did a double look on her. I was going to one of the stores that I was planning on applying, and I saw her, and
get out!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I approached to her, at I approached her when I was walking back. So I saw her when I was heading to the store. Then I saw her walking by doing the double look, and she just recently dyed her hair purple. So it was like literally to the point where I could like put a Pantone color to it. It's very signature. So I said, "Hey, I recognize you from somewhere." So she just started.
Cool.
Yeah, and so she just started working there.
Get out!
Yeah, and so,
Nice.
yeah.
You're such a lucky dude. You should go for her.
I don't know if I should, but like I said, her site. I mean.
I think you're gonna be a badass.
Well.
You should go for her.
Well, I have to make sure she's single, right? She's interested, right, Michael? I mean, come on.
Okay. That helps.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. She's like I said, she's kind of cute looking. I mean, I know she's shorter than me. I think about 5'1". Cause see, I couldn't get a total feel on her because she's working at a lemonade stand at the other mall, the outdoor mall, and she's still working there too. So, so I kind of got I didn't want to say feel, but she's short. She's 5'1", average body figure and stuff like that. She looks lovely. I mean, she got tattoos on her side. What would be her left, right? Right, so that would be. She asked if I had tattoos, which is kind of interesting. But I've not seen any activity on my platforms. Whether I did give her the URL. There was a miscom in early July, but maybe something's gotten away. I'm not trying to push anything on her. She's been really pleasant. Let me tell you, with a lot of, when I started the Love and Relationships Hour on, was it March 2nd? It's a totally different experience. Joey's got a rebuttal on the girl, I think. I don't really. This guy's got a mouth just for people who are new to the show. So, I don't know. Joey's responding on the girl, according to the screener. Let's go live to Joey. Joey, you're on the Weekly Zoo. What say you?
Hey, you're such a fake news magnet. I don't know why you stay on the air. You should be canceled. You're fake. You're so fake, and I love Donald Trump. That man's got balls from like you
God, see, he starts to slur up here. What is
Yeah, Trump's a boy.
What has
Yep.
what has Trump done to you?
You're fake.
I'm fake, but what has Donald Trump done to you
I
personally?
keep you a Trump. A dirty Trump.
Dirty
I'm
Trump.
like you like to be a cream as a boy. You're weird.
I'm weird. Okay, so go
You're fake.
Connie. Connie, but what has Donald Trump done to you personally on the fake
Well, Biden's fucking up.
Oh, great.
Biden's bad. Trump's good.
So basic, so elementary, Joey.
I don't like gun control.
You don't like gun
control? I don't know about God's given rights. Unlike you, you're such an atheist. Only weirdos like you who are such a bunch of fags use Apple products.
Okay, so
you should stop using it if you want to be taken seriously.
So you think some pretty sexually for using Macs?
No, Apple's for girly boys. My man use PCs. So you like raw power unlike you. Oh
my God, how
that like real titty things.
Oh my God, what's you're responding to?
No, you're a loser.
I'm a loser. Oh my goodness. What you're reacting to the girl?
For the talks that you talk with that Michael, that girl only likes you because you're a sore boy. A real girl like a real man. And you're not manly enough. You should join the Proud Boys, you dickhead.
Oh, Joey. So Joey's on the fake, what I call the fake Interstate 87, whereas in North Carolina, I didn't know that there's non-contiguous interstate highways, and the Interstate 87 in North Carolina is not even 4 years old. So I call it the fake 87 because ever since I've been a teenager, 87 is the New York State Thruway north of Albany in the capital region. And then, no, wait a minute. No, it's south of Albany. Because the New York State Thruway goes through I-90. And it's south of Albany that's the New York State Thruway to the metro area, to the tri-state. And I did not know that until I went to North Carolina almost 2 years ago. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is there an I-87 in North Carolina? Does it connect to the New York State Thruway? Whatever. So all of a sudden, this Joey guy calls in, and he's just a sycophant to any of these fringe people. Yikes. Alrighty, so that's all I got. Racerbacks. What did we go with? Girls that I've run into, gals that I ran into, belly piercings. Yeah, that's a good question. When we close out the show tonight, what is it called? What is the navel piercing supposed to be called? Belly button rings, belly rings, or belly bling? Because I honestly don't know. Because I know this might sound sexist, but when I would compliment one girl, she had this one big bling. It was literally like a big bling, like to the point where it's like you wonder if the bling would actually, pop out or whatever. And I said to the girl, I won't say where I saw her, I'm like, I like your bling. And I'm looking at her belly. She doesn't realize what I'm complimenting. It's like, it's sticking out there. It's a big freaking, I'm not going to say ring, but maybe it is a ring. But if a girl's got an earring, that's not a hoop. Is that considered a ring? What is considered a ring? Yeah, that's like a zinger. That and racerbacks. This was a unique show tonight. I really don't get that. And people that I had plus in my teenagers that I would, yeah, that was kind of funny. But maybe we'll get more weirder questions on the Love and Relationships Hour. Since it is 10 o'clock Eastern Time, kids are asleep. the kid like people are asleep and anything goes. You're not gonna get a nice clean, squeaky clean show. But this show has been brought to you by from Tacky Crafts. And again, if I had the chance of Doom on my car, I would be playing it now. But unfortunately, it's becoming that time of year. You should prepare for the death, black screens of death, blue screens of death, or if you use VMware, vSphere, the purple screen of death, or the Barney purple screen of death, whatever. It's that time of year where everything goes to hell with your technology, and we make a note for that at techurats.clickfor.net. Use the weekly zoo at the checkout on that saying you can get a discount vis-a-vis me. And this show has been produced in conjunction with the Click for Media Services and yours truly. Till next time, folks. See you later.